Hello, my name is Lorraine. I'm from Canada. I have a Verbling class for you at an intermediate level. In this class called Learning Languages, we're going to look at some vocabulary that we associate with learning languages, and also we'll be studying the parts of speech for English. So I'll say hi to people as they come into the class. And so far we have Alejandro. Hi, how are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine.
Good. Where are you from, Alejandro?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain. What part of Spain?
I live in Barcelona.
Barcelona. I have been there once, but only very briefly. My husband likes to travel by motorcycle, but he doesn't stop for very long. We just keep driving. So, yeah.
Okay.
What has your day been like so far today? Have you had a good day?
Yes, I have a good day for the moment.
What time is it for you?
What time is it?
Mm-hmm.
Here?
Yes.
1 o'clock.
In the afternoon? Or in the morning?
AM.
AM. Oh my. Oh, why aren't you sleeping? Do you go to bed late every night?
I cannot sleep.
You can't sleep. So you're learning English instead.
Yes, I learn English.
Well, that's probably a good thing to do when you can't sleep. So we're kind of waiting for some more people. There's Ismail. Hi, Ismail.
Hi, Lauren.
How are you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Lauren.
But it must be very early or at night for you, is it, Ismail?
Yes, Lauren, I have a medical report. I don't go to work, and my family member didn't give me my computer. I couldn't join in welding classes. I am sad, and now at 2 a.m. I join into your class.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, well, I'm so glad you're here. And we have Thais. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good. You were in my class earlier today.
Yes.
So it must be late for you.
Yes, here it's 8 p.m. now.
That's not too bad because Alejandro, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and for Ismail, it's 2 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
Wow. And we have, is it Mikhail or Michael?
Hello, Lorraine.
Hello.
In Spain, Miguel Ángel.
Repeat, please.
In Spain, Miguel Ángel. Miguel Ángel.
Miguel Ángel?
Yes.
It must be spelled different than what you have on your icon.
Yes.
Do you mind if I just say Mikel?
No, it's okay, Mikel.
Okay, good. Thank you. It makes it easier. Super. Thank you very much. And hi, Selma. Selma, are you there? Okay. Bruno, hello. Bruno, unmute your microphone and say hi.
Can you,
So,
can you hear me
there.
now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Very good. Where are you
Okay.
from, Bruno?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil. Okay, very good. Welcome to the
You're
class.
from, okay, thank you. You're from Canada, right?
Yes, I'm from Canada. Yes.
Okay.
And Selma, please unmute your microphone so we can hear you.
Very sorry, teacher had some internet problems.
Okay. I heard you that time. Welcome to the class.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So I have posted the worksheet in Verbling chat. I'll also post it in Google Chat in case you're on that one. And I'm going to share my screen share with you. I have a PowerPoint that we'll do together. It will give us the answers. So you should see a blue screen that says Learning Languages. If you click on my icon and leave it there, then this screen will be your main screen for the whole lesson. Okay. If you can't see it, can you tell me now? Okay, good.
Yeah, I can see.
Super. Okay. So, can you name the main languages that are spoken in the countries below? Let's start with Thijs. Number 1, the Netherlands. What do they speak?
The Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
They speak Dutch.
Yes, they speak Dutch. Because the Netherlands includes Holland, they speak Dutch in Holland. Good. And Selma? For Switzerland, just tell me one language. What do they speak?
Okay. French.
Okay, French. What other languages, Mikkel?
Switzerland.
In Switzerland. There are 4 languages spoken.
French. I don't know.
Take a guess. Think of the countries that are close to Switzerland.
I suppose Germany is possible. I don't know.
Yeah, German, possible. Ismail, can you think of anything else?
Italian.
Italian, okay. And the last one I didn't know, so I'll put them up for you. French, German, Italian. Whoa, going too far here, sorry. Went too far. There we go. Okay, Romanish, I didn't know. So that's the 4th. French, German, Italian, and Romanish. Okay, and we have Noemi. Hi, welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
Where are you from, Noemi? Noemi, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Where are you from?
I am from Spain, from Canary Island.
Okay, good. Welcome. Thanks for coming to the class.
Thank you.
Guys, you'll have to mute your microphone because your background is very noisy.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so Noemi,
Yes.
what language is spoken in China? Just one.
Chinese.
Well, I always thought that the Chinese spoke Chinese, but there are 2 different languages that they speak in China. Does anyone know?
Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin is one. Does anybody know the other one?
English.
Okay.
Cantonese.
Cantonese, yes. Mandarin Cantonese. Good. Okay, and in Tanzania, whose turn is it? Mikkel. There are 2 languages spoken in Tanzania.
I don't have idea.
Until I did this lesson plan, I had no idea either.
I suppose French or English is possible. I don't know. I don't have idea.
Possible, yeah, that's possible. Ismail, do you have an idea? What's spoken in Tanzania?
French maybe.
Possibly. Does anybody else have some ideas of what might be spoken in Tanzania?
African.
It's African, yeah, but there's a language. I'm sorry, I heard somebody, but I didn't hear what you said.
Zulu,
Zulu?
language.
Zulu? Okay, let's put it up there. Swahili. Swahili, yeah. Swahili and English. I didn't know that. Okay, very good. Let's continue then. Bruno, for Iran, what's the language spoken in Iran?
I'm not sure. Is it? Oh my gosh. I'm afraid to say something wrong.
It doesn't matter if you say something wrong. We don't all know everything. So make a guess.
Is it Arabic? Arabic?
Yeah, that's a good guess. A really good guess. Does anybody else have another guess?
Farsi.
Farsi. Yeah, Farsi. Good.
Farsi.
And also, it's sometimes called Persian. I don't know if they're the same language or not, but Iran used to be called Persia. So they also speak Persian. Okay. Alejandro, what do they speak in Iceland?
Iceland. They speak Finland.
The language in Finland is Finnish.
Finnish.
So what do you think the language is in Iceland?
I don't know.
Okay, does anybody have an idea? Anyone? Anyone?
Icelandish.
ISIS.
Yeah, that's really close. Icelandish is very close, but it's not ish. It's Icelandic.
Dick.
Yeah,
Nordic,
yeah, Icelandic.
Nordic states.
Yes, exactly. Now, Thais, number 7, Brazil. Everybody should know. I have a Brazilian here. What do they speak?
Portuguese.
Yes, Portuguese. It's funny, for the longest time, I thought South America everywhere spoke Spanish. And then there's this huge country of Brazil, and they all speak Portuguese.
I don't know if you know, but there's a country in South America that speaks French.
Yeah, is that French Guiana?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's just a little country. It's tiny.
Yeah.
That Brazil is so big. It's huge. Big, big country. Okay, and the last one, Selma, Thailand. What do they speak? Selma, are you there? Okay, I'm not hearing her. And we have Paolo. Hi.
Hello.
You snuck in there. I didn't see you. Do you know what they speak in Thailand?
I don't know. I think that is Thai.
Yeah, it's Thai. You're exactly right. Thai. Yeah, they speak Thai there. Good. All right. So that's just to get us started thinking about language. Now we're going to use some words to describe languages. So we're thinking about what languages are like, how they sound. So there is an underlined word in each of the sentences on the left, and they match with the definitions on the right. So I'll get you to read the sentence and then tell me which definition it matches to, okay? So let's start with Noemi.
Yes. It resembles my language.
Mhm.
It's possible. Is similar.
Bitti.
Yeah, see, it's similar to. It resembles. It's similar to. Good. Okay, and Mikhail, number 2.
Yes, it's some very hard.
Hmm.
It's some very hard. What moment? Is possible difficult to understand?
That's not harsh. Harsh is something that's rough. It's another good word for it.
No. It's some very
But
hard.
we don't have rough there. We've got an antonym. It's the opposite of harsh. The definition they give us is the opposite of harsh.
I don't know, but it's pleasant sounding.
Okay. I guess I haven't described it very well. It actually matches with F, not soft.
No soft.
Not soft. Harsh means it's not soft.
Okay.
Right. Harsh and soft are opposites. So it's
Okay.
not soft. Another way that you can say it is rough. That's another way of saying harsh.
Okay.
Okay. Ismail, can you do 3, please?
It's easy to pick up. Learn by listening and practicing.
Yeah, that's picking it up. Learn by listening and practicing. Well done. Bruno, number 4?
It has a rich vocabulary, a large number of different words and expressions.
Mm-hmm.
Letter A.
Yeah, very good. And Alejandro?
I have a
Yes.
question, Lorraine.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Harsh means something that is not so hard, but it's not so easy as well.
Harsh is a sound. Something that is harsh is maybe if you were going to have a harsh voice or say something harsh, it might
Biraz
sound...
sayfa açıyorsa.
Ismail, can you mute your microphone, please? Thank you. So here's my voice sounding harsh. I'll try it. I'm gonna sound like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's harsh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alejandro, number 5, please.
5. The words are difficult to pronounce. H, strange, different.
Difficult to pronounce. Pronounce is the word that we're defining. That particular word, pronounce. If I pronounce the words, what am I doing? Can anybody help him?
Yes, Lorraine.
Okay, help him.
Make the sounds of words or parts of words.
Okay, so when you pronounce something, you're making the sounds. So this word harsh, when you pronounce it, the SH on the end is a sh sound. So I'm telling you how to make the sounds of the word. Okay, that's pronouncing the word. Okay, Alejandro?
Okay.
Okay, number 6, Thais?
Okay. It sounds very melodic. I think pleasant sounding.
Yeah, pleasant sounding. Like a melody. Pleasant sounding. Good. Selma, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay.
It's completely alien to me. Letter H, strange, different.
Yes. Very good. And Paolo, you get the hard one. Number 8, please.
The grammar is very complicated, difficult to understand.
Yes, difficult. Very good. Okay, so thinking about these words, I want you to think of a language that matches each description. Okay, so let's see. We'll start with Noemi.
Yes.
So it resembles my language. What language resembles your language?
Italian, for example.
Okay, so your language is? What is your language, please?
Spanish.
Spanish, okay, and Italian resembles Spanish. Yes, it does. Okay, good, thank you. Michael?
Yes.
It sounds very harsh. What language do you think sounds really harsh?
Very hard.
Harsh, yes, harsh language.
For me, Chinese, for example, is very
Okay,
hard.
so you think it sounds very harsh. It's got a lot of guttural sounds to it.
Or Germany is hard.
Yeah, German is also a rather harsh language. What about English? I always think that English somewhat resembles German. Do you find English harsh?
For me, no, very hard.
No?
No.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
German is easy to read, actually, Lorraine.
Yes?
I know German. It is very easy to read, but English is difficult to pronounce.
Okay, sometimes it is. Why is German easy to read? What is it about German that's easy?
You can read German word as it is written. There are
I see what you mean. Not read, you mean pronounce. To pronounce German. Yeah. So what you see is what you pronounce. That's like Spanish. I find Spanish great for that because if you know the way to pronounce the Spanish letters, you can pronounce any word because there's nothing, the rules actually mean something, not like English.
Yes.
English is crazy language.
The rules is something in German too, Lorraine.
Yeah, more rules in German.
Also, again, the rules sample in German too.
Yeah, okay,
but
interesting.
In English, actually, very different type of pronunciation.
Yeah, and that's mainly because English is made up of several different languages. It's a mishmash of Latin and Germanic language, and it just borrows from everywhere. And the rules for the different parts it brings in, they're different. So you're getting some old English rules from, way back in the history of English, the Old English, and that has certain kinds of rules, like the word children. Child and children is an Old English type word, and that's why there's no S on the end of it, because it comes from a different language base. So yeah, English is crazy.
And times, for example, times subject is very difficult to learn actually. If I learned the times in German, it was very easy for me.
Yeah. So do you?
Times in English are so complicated.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, Ismail, what about number 3? Well, I guess you said it, eh? It's easy to pick up German, do you think?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then, Bruno, number 4, what language do you think has a rich vocabulary?
English, of course.
Yes, yeah,
English has a huge vocabulary.
It does. It has so many words, and we borrow from everyone. So if English doesn't have a word for something, you just borrow it from French or Spanish or wherever and add it to the English language. It's amazing that way. Okay, good. Alejandro,
Yes.
in what language do you think the words are difficult to pronounce?
I think Euskera.
What language?
Euskera is a language from country Basque. Do you know?
Okay, yes, I know Basque, but I didn't know the name of the language. I didn't realize they had their own language. And you find it's difficult to pronounce their words?
Very difficult.
Okay. All right. So the people in the Basque areas, do they also speak Spanish, or do they just speak their own language?
They speak Spanish too.
Okay. Well, very interesting. Thais, number 6. What language do you think sounds very melodic?
I don't know. Maybe French?
Yeah, that would have been the one I picked too. I find French very pleasant sounding. But I also find Spanish very pleasant sounding. I like the sound of Spanish. Okay, Selma, number 7. What language is completely alien to you? Selma, are you there?
I would definitely pick up Norwegian and Japanese languages.
Okay, yeah, Japanese. I can see that too. Paolo, what about number 8, where the grammar is very complicated?
Well, I just know English, but I was studying Dutch, and Dutch is very complicated.
Now, I would have thought Russian's probably complicated too. Okay. So, what about your own language? How would you describe your own language? Alejandro, what word is a good word to describe your language?
Word describe my language?
How would you describe it?
Yes.
You can use some of the language that we've just been studying.
I don't know.
Do you think that it is easy to learn Spanish?
For me, yes.
Well, yeah, I think that as an English speaker, and I started learning Spanish as an older adult, and it's the only language that I've been able to get the sense that I might be able to speak it at some point. I tried to learn French and I couldn't. It's worse than English for not being able to pronounce what you see. So many of their letters, you just don't pronounce them at all. So I couldn't do French. But Spanish, I think, is easy to pick up. Bruno, what do you think about your language? How would you describe it?
I think Portuguese. You know, we have a lot of grammar in Portuguese, a lot of rules. But I think it's pretty similar to Spanish. Sometimes even to Italian. We have some common words in English.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay, good. Ishmael, what do you think about your language? How would you describe it?
The Turkish language is very complicated. If I talk about its grammar,
okay,
especially.
Is it more complicated grammar than English?
Yes.
Okay, good. Mikhail, what would you say about your language? How would you describe it?
Well, my language is, for me, is easy, but I don't know the people in other countries is difficult to learn because I suppose Spanish is very rich. It's a language that I think is very rich. I think it's not very difficult to learn, I suppose. For example, the people who speak Portuguese or Italian is very easy. For the English people, I don't know. I think it's not very difficult. I think. For example, for me, English is not difficult to learn because it is difficult to understand because the phonetic is very different.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So how you say things. Yeah. Okay. All right. Interesting. Thank you. Noemi, what about, how would you describe your language? Noemi, are you there? Noemi, unmute your microphone so we can hear you.
Sorry.
It's
Yes,
okay.
I think Spanish has a rich vocabulary as well, and I think it's not difficult to pronounce for foreign people, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Paolo, how would you describe your language?
Well, I think that Portuguese is a little difficult because we have many rules of grammar and we use many accents in the words.
Okay, so the accents then gives a different stress to the word.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Thank you. Selma. Selma, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Well, Arabic is melodic, a bit, I think, sensitive and beautiful. Although it is very complicated, but it's always in a good way.
Okay, so is it easy to learn, do you think, for an English speaker?
Well, actually, we share common vocab, but when it comes to sounds, maybe 2 or 3 sounds they are not common in English language, but they can be learnable.
Okay. All right, interesting. Thank you. And Thais, what do you think? How would you describe your language?
Bruno and Paulo already said about Portuguese, and I agree with them, because I think Portuguese it's a language easy, but has many rules and grammar. So I think it's easy, but it's several things and rules and whatever.
But in Portuguese, are the rules the rule? There aren't too many exceptions to the rules. I think that's the hardest part of English, is for every rule there are exceptions to the rule. So how do you know when it's an exception and when it's not? Okay. So describing language skill, we're going to study these sentences and then give each student a level from 1, the lowest, to 5, the highest. So number 1, the sentence is, Carla can hardly say a word. So we want to figure out who's number 2, who's number 3, and so on. So Alejandro, what do you think, what sentence do you think is the next one in level?
Lowest. Number 2.
Well, that's the one that is number 1. Our example is Carla can hardly say a word, number 1. That's the lowest. She can't hardly speak at all. So what's the next lowest?
The next. Number 3.
Yeah, I would suspect either number 3 or number 4. So Paolo is beginning to pick up a few words and phrases, or Katrina knows just enough to get by. So let's see which one the key gives us. Okay, actually number 4. So the Katrina one is going to be 3. Okay. Bruno, what would be next?
Just a second. I'm thinking.
You're allowed.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Maybe the hardest one that I have to pick.
Yeah, just one. This is going to be number 4, the almost the highest level. The next to highest level.
It's number 5.
Okay, well, when somebody is almost fluent, they probably don't need to take much in the way of lessons anymore. So read number 1 for me, Bruno.
Aldo's English has come a long way. In a year, he won't need lessons anymore.
So they figure he'll still need lessons for one year anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
now I got it.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's going to be the next one. Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, number 5, Taki is almost fluent. That's going to be the last one. Good. So Ismail, describe your own level of English. We won't worry about the 3 people you know, just your own level. How would you describe it?
I think I am intermittent level of English. I can understand more easy. The most difficult part of English is the writing side for me.
Okay, interesting. So would you say that you would be maybe in the number 4 category or in the 3? How would you describe your own level?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, not a problem. I think you're doing very well, Ismail.
Thank you.
Okay, Mikkel, what about you? How would you describe your level of English?
I suppose 2. I don't, two upper, but I think 3 is very high. I don't know.
I don't think anybody who is in this class right now is at the 2 level, because that's where I am with Spanish. I can pick out a few words when people are talking. I can hear the words, but I can't really figure out what they're saying. Even though I can understand what the words mean, it takes too long for me to put it all together to make any sense of it. So all of you are beyond that because you're in this class and you understand most of what I say. So I think you have to be at least a 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Noemi, how would you describe your level of English?
I think my level is intermediate actually. I agree with Mikkel again, and for me the writing perhaps is the more difficult to get.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to do more writing classes. Very good. Okay, thank you. Paolo, what about you?
Well, I think that my level in English is intermediate to advanced.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm too get too nervous. That I start to forget the words.
Yeah, I know how that feels. Yeah. Well, don't get nervous. You're doing fine. Okay, very good. Selma, what about you? Describe your level of English.
Well, my level of English is a big mess. I need to work on my writing skills and also on my listening and speaking. The grammar of English is getting very complicated when it comes to the past perfect and
yes.
the past simple. So I don't know how to use them rightly. So I always mess up with those tenses.
Okay, good. Interesting. Thais, what's your level of English, do you think?
I don't know, maybe 3, because I understand what the people said, but sometimes I can't speak. I know, but I don't want to say wrong, so sometimes I don't speak because I don't know if it's right or not.
Right.
Intermediate level.
Okay, intermediate level, good. And you know, we all make mistakes, and especially when we're learning a new language. The only way to really learn it is to use it. So when you make a mistake, you have to understand that is a point of learning. And if you never make any mistakes, then you can't learn from them.
Yeah.
So view every mistake as an opportunity to learn. And then
Yeah.
maybe you won't feel embarrassed. You should never feel embarrassed about mistakes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's put the correct word into these dialogues. So there are certain ways that we say things, and we're going to use all of these words in green and put them on the lines where they belong. I'm going to start in the middle with Mikkel. A.
Okay, how do you hello in French?
Okay, so we have a blank here. Which one of these green words would fit on that line?
One moment, I see. How do you hello in French? How do you one moment? I suppose pronounce.
Pronounce, you would actually have to spell it, because what you're asking there is how would you pronounce H-E-L-L-O? Then I would tell you that's hello. But when you're asking about something in French, you want to know the French equivalent for hello. So the word we would use,
Say. Okay.
Read the whole sentence with the word.
I say, okay.
Okay, that is actually a 1. This is number 1, and there's a number 2 here. So it's just the numbers of the blanks. How do you say?
Okay. I understand one. Okay.
Okay, so read it.
How do you say hello in French?
Good, thank you. And the answer is bonjour. Okay, so the next one is for Noemi.
Yes. What's Spanish for good morning? Buenos días.
Okay. What's the Spanish? For, yeah, okay. That's a funny way of putting it. You're right. What's the Spanish for good morning? Buenos días. Okay, Ishmael.
What do you call this in English? This is a chair.
Good. Okay, and Paolo?
Okay, how do you pronounce this word?
Yes. Okay, and they do information. What is the word they're pronouncing?
I repeat?
No, I just wanted to know if you know what word it is that they're pronouncing. Because they're giving you the phonetics for the word.
Oh yeah, I know. Information.
Yes, information. Good. Okay. And the next one for Bruno.
What's the opposite of organized? Disorganized.
Good. And the next one, Selma? Or is it Tice? I'm not sure whose turn it is. Selma. We'll do Selma.
What's another way of saying difficult?
That's another way of saying difficult. Okay. And Alejandro, the last one.
What's amor?
There's only one word left that we haven't used.
What's a more polite way of saying fat? Overweight?
Yes, exactly. So rather than saying somebody is fat, it's more polite to say that they're overweight. Okay, are there any questions about these? Okay. So the last thing we're going to study in this lesson is parts of speech. This is a review, or it should be a review at the intermediate level, of what the parts of speech are. So the first one, we've got all the functions and some examples. So the first one is a verb. It's an action or state, and some examples are go, come, be, drive, can, do. So the next one we have to get person or thing. Thijs, what part of speech is this? Thijs, unmute your microphone. So, take a look at the examples. Man, dog, house, car, England. What are these? What part of speech? All the parts of speech are in green up here. So which one would this one be? Thijs, are you there? Okay, I can't hear her for some reason. All right, Selma, can you answer that question?
Noun.
A noun, yes, it's a noun. Okay, so a noun, the function is person or thing, and these are the examples. Good. Paulo, the next one describes a noun. What do we call it?
I was thinking here. I don't know. I think that is adverb.
Okay, an adverb. Do you think that's going to do something with a noun or maybe with a verb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in pronoun maybe.
Okay, so it describes a noun. Things like English, small, some, dangerous. Does anybody know what describes a noun? What do we call that part of speech?
Adjective.
Yes, it's an adjective. Adjective. Okay, so the stress is on the beginning of this word, adjective.
Adjective.
Good. Okay. Noemi. The next one describes a verb or an adjective. What would that be?
Adverb.
An adverb, yes. Adverb. So the examples, things like well, badly, very, often, really. These are all adverbs. Okay. Mikael?
Yes.
What replaces a noun?
Pronoun.
Pronoun, yes, pronoun. I, you, he, her, him. Good. Ishmael, what links a word to a noun?
A proposition
Yes.
links a word to a noun.
Yes, preposition. Good. And Alejandro, what joins sentences or clauses? Things like and, but, however. What are these called?
Conjunction.
Yes, conjunctions. And that leaves the last one. Thais, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's a short exclamation. What word is it?
Interjection.
Yes, an interjection. That's what we call it. And it's things that are very short. Oh, or hi, or stop. All interjections. Are there any questions about the parts of speech? Okay. So let's see if we can figure them out. In this line of words, one of them doesn't belong. Okay, so for instance, in this example, boring, funny, intelligence, and crazy, the one that doesn't belong is intelligence because it's a noun. The rest are all adjectives. So in this number one, let's see, Selma, read the list of words and tell me which one you think doesn't belong.
Okay. At, under, rise, over. The one which does not belong is rise because this verb.
Yes, exactly. And what are all of the others? Do you know?
Yes, they are prepositions.
Okay. Very good. Well done. Paolo, read the words and then tell me which one you think doesn't belong.
Okay. I don't have sure.
Just, can you read the words for me? Get some practice reading the words.
Okay. Cleanly, easily, occasionally, early. I think that early.
Okay. Let's see what the key tells us. You are correct. So why did you choose early?
I don't know as well.
I have no idea. That's okay.
Because.
Yes, somebody knows the reason? What are all these words?
Yes, Lorraine. Because early is an adjective.
Okay.
And the others are adverbs.
Okay, so actually early is both. It can be an adjective or an adverb, but all of the rest of them are strictly adverbs, just adverbs. Okay, so the next one is for, I keep forgetting names, I'm so sorry. Noemi?
Yeah. Yet, no, but, nor, either. The word that is not is here is yet.
Okay, you think yet?
Yet, because the other are the preposition, and yet is a verb.
It's not a verb, and I think the one that is the wrong one, I think is no, because no was a interjection, I think. Let's see, yes. So the rest are all conjunctions. Yet, but, nor, either. These are connecting the verbs or the words to nouns. Okay, let's try and get these done really quickly. I know we're over time already. Number 4, Mikkel.
Yes. Calmness, wisdom, beauty, describe. In this case, I suppose beauty. Describe?
Yeah, I think it's describe. I think you're right, yes. And why did you choose describe?
because it's adjectives and describe. No, no.
Okay, yeah, and describe is a verb, right?
Yes.
The rest are nouns.
But no, joke.
Yeah. Okay, but you were right. Describe was the wrong one. Okay, and number 5, Ismail?
Number 5. I, you, she, him, I.
What do you think?
I, you, she.
So which one shouldn't be there?
And my.
Make a guess. Which one shouldn't be there?
I, you, she, and my are pronoun him.
Okay. My.
My.
That's a possessive
Possessive
adjective.
pronoun? Not so?
No, my is an adjective, a possessive adjective. The rest are all pronouns. And then this last one is a difficult one, so I'll give it to you so you'll just know. Eat is the one that doesn't belong because all of the others, they can be verbs or nouns, and eat is only a verb. So it's tricky. This is tricky stuff in English. Anyway, you guys did awesome. Thank you so much for joining me for the lesson. I hope it's been useful for you, and I hope to see you on another lesson. I'm away for a week, but after that I'll be back, and I do some lessons at this time of night for the next little while. So hopefully I'll see you all again. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.